guys, welcome back to another YouTube video here today. Today we are coming at you with a brand new Stasis build. Now we have made a build with the brand new class mod. We will show you the role we got. This one has gun critical hit chance, which I actually like, just because we don't have a lot of critical hit chance with Stasis Harlowe. Maybe in the future with a level cap increase, it might be possible to get some more critical hit chance going with this build. Can use this skill, but it does not help a whole ton. So you're honestly going to want gun critical hit chance on your class mod, because this helps a lot more to hit crits than this skill does from my experience personally. Like, this does help, it's not a whole ton. So you're going to want gun critical hit chance on your class mod, so you have that nice crit hit chance. Plus then you're going to want the crit knife. When you're bossing, you can do guarantee crits. Good overall. And then we're using a amp and enrage rep kit. Now this is for bossing. I recommend a triple amp bypass for mobbing, so you can just get your acting skill back a bit easier. But when you're mobbing, you're gonna want to use the categorized revenge just to be able to pop your acting skill back super easy. So say we throw crit knife at this guy, because you need to throw a crit knife at the guy, at the dummies, to activate your acting skill on him. Pop that. We don't have our acting skill anymore, right? There we go. Do that. You got your acting skill back, which is really nice. And then the crow source is really good for mobbing here. All right. That's about the best gun here for mobbing is the crow source. The sniper works really well for bossing. The only problem with the crow source I've been having is that could be just because I am not really good at aiming most of the time with the crow source. The crow source is just too slow for mobbing. I haven't been able to get platinum on the takedown, but we can definitely do the takedown. I've done it to takedown many times on this build. So the only problem I have is platinum time, is because the crow source, from my experience, isn't fast enough. I've tried multiple things. I tried stray SMG. Oh my god, all kinds of different pieces of gear and different setups and different stuff, and nothing really compares to the crow source. And I can't really get platinum, but we can get gold rank, so it's pretty close. Which is the crow source is a little bit too slow. And the sniper isn't too much better for charge rate, because the charge rate is awful on this thing, but it is really good for bossing. On this build, it can do a lot of damage. And then we're using the beam tosser here. The beam tosser is for like bigger bosses like Thol and all that stuff, because it is monster on this build. You can also use it against like Radix and all that stuff if you'd like. For the smaller bosses like Subjugator that fly in the air, you're going to want to use the crow source, because Subjugator flies and beam tossers are particularly really annoying to use on enemies that fly in the air, and they're hard to hit. So my recommendation is using the crow source or using the soul temper. Soul temper works well, but for Subjugator, I highly recommend the crow source, because the crow source will get you past Subjugator really easily. And then for the shield, we are using the Watch for Dinner. This is triple amp. And then our enhancement, this one has gun damage, gun critical damage, and assault rifle critical damage. And this one has power shot, 30% damage when firing from maximum charge. Good. Then we're using 2 high calibers. Projectile speed and gun damage is increased by 10%. And then we're using 3 active fires for our other firmware, so you get 10% more weapon damage, 20% more weapon charge rate, and 100% more damage dealt when firing a charged weapon in 0.5 seconds. Charge. And now for the skill tree, we are using 1 in quantum mortality, because this is just really good, because we're entangling enemies everywhere all the time. But we are just getting tons of health regeneration from just having 1 in here. Then we're using 5 in parallel circuit, so you get 30% more gun damage. 5 in periodic table flip, so you get more elemental damage and more status application chance. The most important part of this is so we have a bit more elemental damage. And then we're using 1 in negative entropy, so you get 13% more gun handling. really is not super important here. The most important part is getting the 3 in precision engineering. We mostly put 1 in negative entropy just to get 3 in precision engineering, so we get 30% more crit damage. Then we put 1 in ripple effect, so whenever Harlowe kills an entangled enemy nearby, it automatically entangles the other enemy. Then we're using 4 and keep it ice on that, so you get life steal and overshield steal, which is really good here. And then for the green tree, we're using 5 in momentum, so you get 25% more crit hit damage. 5 in neutron decay, so you get gun damage per stack when you're doing radiation damage. Now, as of right now, we currently don't have a way of actually doing radiation damage. So this really isn't too beneficial. So you can move the points to more status effect chance if you'd like. But from my experience, you really don't need the extra status effect chance. Or you could do reload speed, so your crow source could reload faster. So there are a few options, but I put it in here as a future case, just in case we in the future might be able to use some radiation damage somewhere down the line, which we would be able to if we go at a level cap of what, 72. See if we went, say if they went 72 with the next level cap, it'd be 5. Yeah, we would have enough to get 2 points in here. You won't be able to take advantage of critical funding though. That's the only downside of that. But we'd be able to get radiation damage on our crits. But anyways, we're using 3 in creative overflow, so you get 36 more gun damage of overshield. 2 in confirmed reality, so you can get your axe skill back really easily. 1 in refraction, so you have more ricochet chance. 4 in excited state, so you have 28% more crit damage. 3 in distribution function, so you get shield restore damage dealt. 5 in decoherence, so you get more damage to entangled enemies. 5 in Latin charge, so you get more gun damage over your overshield and bonus damage on your melee attacks and your gun damage. And 1 in runaway reaction, so you have more status effect chance, which is not important. But the most important part of this one is so you can get your action skill back really easy with the categorized revenge. This is really good here. And then we're using blue shift while her action skill is cooling down, deals a bonus crowd damage with her melee attacks, and while her action skill is active, you deal bonus radiation damage. Since we are using stasis and our action skill is not staying active all the time when we're bossing, we will be doing bonus cryo damage on our melee attacks, which this skill is very, very powerful for groundbreaking enemies, as you can see in the video. And then we're using the best defense. You get 30% damage when shields are full. You get we're using literally this, so you get 1% gun damage per stack. We're using now cat fiend, so you get action skill cooldown and rate reduction. Pop your rep kit and just get your action skill back. And then we're using groundbreaker, so we can do groundbreaker stuff, which is fun. Basically, pop our rep kit, hit him with stasis. Might have missed. That hit for 33 million. I think that's cryo. And then 7.9 million bonus shock and 100 million rads damage plus our fire damage that's going on here. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.